Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Floor 26 podcast. My name is Parsa Pahlevankhah, and today I'm not joined by a co-host. Instead, a guest, Jay Banway.
What's going on? What's going on? It's Jay Banway from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. So tell me a little about yourself, man.
Well, I'm an 18-year-old artist and producer. Been making music since I was 13, and just now starting to get motion going. But I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I moved around Cobb, Kennesaw, Marietta, Douglasville. Just been a little bit
Damn,
around.
all over, huh?
Yeah.
What was with that?
Well, I kind of started out around Marietta, and I lived most of my early life throughout there. Went to like elementary school, middle school around there, and then I moved towards like Kennesaw, towards like high school, and then just recently moved out to Douglasville. Just like better opportunity.
Oh yeah, 13, man. That's pretty young. How'd you get into it?
Well, it's a funny story, bro. Me and one of my homeboys, we wanted to make a song for the talent show, right? And I was always like involved in music. I had a lot of music around me. Like my stepfather, he's a Grammy Award-winning producer. My father's been in the music management. My grandpa's a DJ. My mom, she's always been raised around like music, like different types of music. So that was just like all I knew. It was one of my favorite things to gravitate to her. It's like music was always, a therapy. So I always just wanted to like do something with it. But I started out trying to make beats. I would make beats on my phone on GarageBand because, it was a free app. Yeah. They sucked, though. They definitely sucked.
Dude, I used GarageBand on my Mac. Senior year, we had a joke mixtape, and everything was done in there. And I'd send it to some guy, and he'd mix it.
For real?
Yeah.
Man.
It's valid. Like, it gets the job done for what it...
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter on the DAW or whatever. Like, if you have good skill, you can mix on whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure now, if I were to go on GarageBand and do something, just because, I know how to do the basics like EQ and everything like that and just know how to work the plugins, I'll do good on it. It's just like experience level.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, basically, I wanted to learn how to make beats because my stepdad, he had to set up in the basement, and I went downstairs. I just like wanted to make a beat. He showed me the basics on how to work FL Studio, and he left me alone for like an hour. He came back. I had a whole beat done, and it was just crazy because it was like my first time ever playing with it, and he helped me arrange it. We exported it, and then I was just listening to the beat. At lunch we used to freestyle on the at the school lunch table, and then we were like, I want to do something with this. Like I want to rap on this. Like what I'm saying. I've been freestyling. I want to give it a try. So we went to a studio session. Yeah, it was my first time. I was 13. I wrote to the song, me and my friend, and then we made the record. And then, we went to school with it. And we made it for the talent show because, we tried to apply for the talent show. We got, accepted into it. So we had, the whole school behind us. They were really about to turn this in, Rolling Loud for us because, they wanted to see us perform the song. Whole time, talent show ends up getting shut down because it was weird, bro. This school was so weird. But the talent show got shut down because they tried to say, it was just too much commotion behind it. Really? So we tried to ask the principal if we could, perform it because they let this kid, right? He was good on the drums, but they used to let him do drum sets in the theater in front of the whole school. So we tried to ask is it okay if we perform it? The song is very school appropriate. It's clean. It's the talent show song, talking about school, having good grades, just good kid stuff. They weren't messing with us, bro.
They were gatekeeping?
Yes, bro. But it's okay, though, because they're going to learn something. They should have done that. It would have been historic.
They done fucked up.
For real. Bro, it's so weird. I don't understand. They let this kid play the drums and do whatever. I'm not going to take away from him. He was fire. But it's just you know what I'm saying? You don't want to let us, minority children, perform the school-appropriate song. The whole school wants to see us do it. We even have teachers involved in it trying to talk to the principal. She's just not going, bro. We all right, forget it.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, bro.
But shit, man. Dude, Grammy-winning fucking producer, dude. What did he produce that got him a Grammy?
Humble, that by Kendrick Lamar.
No way.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy because, you know what I'm saying? It was just watching him, press all these buttons and all that, make all these sounds, like, you know, it's just off ear. Like, you're playing all these sounds in the keyboard, putting all these sounds together, and you're just spending hours and making it sound like masterpieces. I just was so fascinated with it. I used to just sometimes sit and just watch him make beats when I was little, because I met him when I was like 8. That's when he came into my life full time. Like, it was just amazing watching him make these sounds, and I wanted to get more into it. I knew I would want to, you know, do something with this. I wanted to try it on my own. And like, you know, I made my first song at 13. I got my laptop for Christmas at 14, and he downloaded FL Studio, fully loaded, had all the plugins and stuff on there. I just, like, you know, started doing it on my own. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that's awesome, because I don't know, music is it's really like it's more than just a skill, it's a talent, you know.
Yeah, like, you know, it's just, you gotta have the love for it. You know, a lot of people, they really do this just for looks or to look cool, or like, you know, they think, oh, everyone's a rapper now, I think I should be a rapper, or, you know what I'm saying, this is what the girls like, this and that. Like, bro, if it's not like in you, bro, it's like, if it's not in you, you don't have it. Like, being for real. I mean, it's easy. Anybody could really do it, but at the same time, like, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people take this serious because, you know, this is their way of expressing themselves because they don't have other outlets. You know, this is the way where they feel like I can be heard saying what I feel inside and, you know, not being judged. Or, you know what I'm saying, this is the only way I can open up because they don't feel comfortable talking to people or saying how they really feel. You know, it's just them and the mic. That's their therapy, you know?
No, for sure. But music, dude, it's like my parents tried to get me to like love music, and I was a pretty big ADHD kid, can't focus on one thing. Like, we had a piano at the house, and like my sister was 5 years older and a lot more calm than me. So she sat down and learned really good. She had her own song I loved it. I still do. She still remembers to play it, but I just I don't know what it was. I just couldn't sit down and get it done. But I don't know. Some people love just enjoying it, but some people love creating it just that much more.
Yeah. See, like what you were saying, how you just can't really focus on one hobby. I was like that for sure. Like, bro, my mom used to get mad at me because I say, oh, I want to do this, and then I change my mind so fast after all the money's been invested into it. Like, you know, I played football since I was like 6 years old. That's my favorite sport. But I used to think, like, you know, this was like my passion whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to put in the work for real. Like, this really wasn't my passion. Like, you know, you had kids grinding every day, workouts like 6-7 days a week, waking up early in the morning, dedicated, watching every football game. I wasn't like that. I just wanted to play. Like, I didn't watch football at all on TV. I don't like watching football. I just like playing. Like, you know, I'll watch film because it has to do with, you know, studying the other team, but I just want to play. And then eventually, like mid-high school, like sophomore year, that was my last year playing. I tried basketball. I didn't finish the whole season. Then taekwondo, a whole bunch of other stuff where it's just like, nah, I don't want to do this.
Dabbled in everything.
Exactly. And music is probably like the only thing where I really feel like, okay, this is like what I'm great at. This is my talent. This is what I want to pursue. Like, I don't see myself giving this up. I put my whole life into this.
No, for sure. And that's the thing. When did you did you know from a young age, like 13 when you started, that this is what you wanted to do? Or did it take a while?
That studio session, that's what kind of like, you know, the first song I knew, okay, I'm going to keep going because I seen, like, you know what I'm saying, I was posting snippets on Instagram of the beat, and, you know, so I kind of like had everyone kind of like hyped to see, okay, what's next? Posted the studio picture. Everyone's trying to see what's going on, you know? So I was like, okay, I did the song, posted a snippet. Everyone just starts showing love. And it's like, dang, this is cool. I want to, you know, get better at it, try it more and more.
No, for sure. So I want to go back to that first studio session when he was doing the work. I bet it was kind of like, it's inspiring, like watching someone in their own element, you know, just like hammer some shit out that you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, like just seeing the way the software is used, you don't, like, this is your first time in the studio. You see all these equipments, these knobs.
It's a different
monitors.
language.
Yeah, like, you know, it's so different. It's like foreign. and then you know what I'm saying, you're just thinking like you just talking to the mic and it picks everything up, it does this and that. Like the whole time the engineer is like, you know, like has the software set up, mixing your vocals as you go. Like it's just a lot more that goes into it that you don't really think of or get to look at until you see it for yourself.
So you just dropped a new project, right?
Yes, before Band Hardy too.
Okay, I was just gonna ask what the hell is that, and
See.
because all these letters, man, it's tripping me and Adam out. We were just talking about this before we came.
Man. Okay, so
You gotta create a whole dictionary for these abbreviations.
Literally, Band Hardy lingo, man. But okay, my first project is it's just Band Hearted. That's Band Hearted 1, you know. But it was the symbol, the I don't even know the symbols what they're called. The dollar sign and the 3.
Yeah.
And the
greater or equal to sign.
Yes, that one. That I pretty much made that, you know. That stands for Band Hearted. Band Hearted is a terminology and pretty much like a collective to me that I feel like represents me as a person, like a way of life. Like, you know, stands for pretty much being pure hearted, like living rich, basically. Like, you know, you're living life as you're pure and carrying yourself like you're worth millions, like, you know, Band Hearted. And it's just like the way you move about things, the way you act, and just like the energy and the light you bring into the world. Like it's just positivity, pretty much, like, you know, like having a rich soul.
Yeah. I was just gonna get to that. I don't know if you've ever heard of this album that Rich Homie Quan dropped a couple years ago, but it's called Rich as in Spirit.
Nah, I messed with Homie Quan, but no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, he fell off after that little fucking run they had in like 2016.
Man, that was crazy.
But yeah, no, I had came back and I was just looking through old rappers and I saw that album and he had just dropped it, and it's a great piece of work, and that's the first thing that I got reminded of when you were talking about that. Yeah. Rich as in Spirit.
Yeah, that's just the way I want to go about living life, like, you know, making everything Band-Hearted. And just like, you know, Band-Hearted, that's also like the group, the collective of me, and I don't even want to call them like, you know, my counterparts. These are like my friends, my family, like, you know what I'm saying? My brother, Khalil, all my like other artists, friends like Starlight, Exotics, and, you know, you got James, and then you got Zion right there. That's my other brother. He, like, you know, is the creative. Like, he shoots all the visuals, makes the vlogs. Like, he has his own degree going on. And, yeah, you know, just all my friends and family.
The whole crew working.
Yes, everyone has a talent. Everyone has a role. Like, nobody's leeching off each other. Everyone is, like, you know, doing their own thing, setting their own goals and standards. But it's like when we come together, we're like a powerhouse. Like, I was just saying in the group chat the other day, we like the New Age Avengers, bro. Like, everyone has something going on, and together we just unstoppable, bro.
No, for sure, dude. It's great to surround yourself by self-motivated people that also have a vision with you.
Literally.
Like, going towards the same goal, and it's mutual success, because it's trying to do things alone. It's near impossible. It's always
like I used to try to do that a lot. Like, you know, I used to think, oh, I can do this, I can do that, like, you know, but my mom and my dad used to always have to tell me, like, you know, that it was this quote, I don't know it word for word, but it was saying, like, you know, you can't master all trades, like, you can't be a jack of all trades until you master one. So that's when I had to realize, like, you know, because I was going to put myself in an overload. I thought I could make music, do beats, do clothing. Like, you know, I even tried to shoot videos at one point all at the same time. And, you know, it was too much of an overload.
Yeah.
I got to, like, you know, master one trade before I go into another.
Yeah. And it's good to, like, have people that have skills that you don't have, and you push them to better their skill set, because, like, one, it's not that you're depending on them, but you're buying their stock. You're believing in them.
Exactly.
And that's like, all people need to get better and get out of bed and be motivated.
And at the same time, y'all are teaching each other new things. Like, one may be good at one thing, and you may be good at the next. And, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all are feeding each other's weaknesses and turning it into an all-around strength.
Absolutely. So tell me more about, is it an EP or an album?
It's an EP because, you know, it was before, because I'm working on the album Band Hearted 2. I wanted to do like, a little EP leading up to Band Hearted 2, the real deal. So those songs were all like, songs kind of like not a full taste, but probably about a cool 50% of what Band Hearted 2 is going to sound like. Like, a little bit of like no auto aggressive hard rap. You got a few little vibes, a little bit of like the
There's a
alternative
little
kind
bit
of
of
sound.
everything in there.
Yeah, like, there's something to pick from. That's not even the full variety of what's going to be to pick from Band Hearted 2, because that, I want that to be my most like, my time and like time consumed project with real quality and delicacy.
Yeah, for sure, start to finish.
Yeah, this was kind of like the leading up, and I put like, I say like two songs on there were like pretty anticipated, like Distance 21. I made that song last year. That's why it's called Distance 21, because it was just called Distance, but I made it probably about like August of 2021, and I just kept working on it because like, I kept finding pieces to add to it to make it perfect, because like I have a video concept that's all gonna make sense when it comes out, but the way the song is like, you know, it was kind of like it was a false reality scenario. I have a habit of like, getting into character and just becoming a great storyteller and making songs about stuff that has nothing to do with my life or what's going on right now. Is crazy. But like that song, I repaired, like I was pretty much, talking about the distance of a relationship, and I compared it to, subjects of math and science about how the distance in the relationship is and how it wasn't always the same like that. And it's kind of driving to a point of insanity, and everything just kind of like flips. It's crazy. And then the other one that was anticipated was Pop That Shit. That was like, that's the one that everybody really messed with.
That shit is gas,
Bro.
no, for real.
That's like, everyone loves when I perform it. Like, bro, I go to Georgia State right now. I'm a freshman. But whatchamacallit, somebody that follows me on Instagram, I don't even know who this person is. Like, no BS. My brother was with me. We were in the dining hall, and this dude came up to me. He was like, "Yo, you that rapper?" I'm like, "Huh?" I turn around. You're like, "Yeah, you Jay Banway." And then he pretty much showed me that he found me on TikTok, showed me a song, and popped that shit in his playlist. I was like, "Damn, that's hard. I don't even know this person. That's cool."
Damn, that's dope as hell,
bro. Because like that song, I took a cool little break from making music, right? Probably about like 2 months from actually recording, and I was like, okay, I'm about to get back into it. I always like that instrumental, the instrumental to that song, the original song, "Round of Applause" by Waka Flocka and Drake. That was like one of my favorite like old school Atlanta club trap songs. Like just the bounce. I always felt like that beat was ahead of his time. There's a lot of beats that I feel like are just so ahead of his time. Like if it came out right now, it'll be a banger. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take that instrumental and I'm gonna just play around with it, right? I made the song. I was like, like in the original song, it's the cook. It was like "Round of Applause, baby, make that ass clap." So I had whatchamacallit, I had made the hook like she make it clap like a round of applause, and then just kind of started flowing, trying to test my voice basically, like because it was my first song back in like 2 months, and then I made it at like 3 a.m. So at first it was a sleeper. I just had it in my notes. I was like, I don't really know how I'm feeling about this. I'm not gonna drop this. And then I was in the car with a girl, and I played it, and then she was like, "Yo, this is crazy. Like, you gotta drop this." And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. So I just kept listening to it over and over on the car ride home, and then in my headphones when I was at the crib. And then I was just like, bro, this is actually kind of hard. I may drop it. I was teasing it. A lot of people were saying, bro, this is hard. You should drop this. So I kept teasing for like the next few months. And what I did was like a few days after my graduation, probably in like May, I dropped it on SoundCloud, just to see what it does. Everybody started eating it up, and then it hit like 1K. And then I was like, okay, I see I want this for real. Everybody's like, put it on all platforms, put it on all platforms. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Cause I really wanted to put it on all platforms. I don't own the rights to the beat. It was an instrumental from Lex Luger. So me and one of my friends, TDK, we made the beat together. Like we had to sit there and construct the whole beat. We were looking up. We had to like listen by ear and look up what instruments were used in the melody and what plugins and VSTs. So we had to craft it by ear, and then it was just like it took us 2 months to get it perfect. We had to like look up the melody and then just try to craft the beat from scratch, and we made it. And then we had to like slap my vocals on there and like mix it to a T, and then we finally got it to where like okay, this is done, this is perfect. And I put an extra verse on there, a second verse, and I kind of based that song around the way I want the video to go. Like the song is a real like party vibe. That's kind of what I want to say with the video. I don't want to say too much because the video is gonna speak for itself. It has an amazing plot. It's really gonna be like pop that shit. The movie, like it's crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'm excited about that and Distance. If
Oh, for sure.
yeah, I gotta cause the songs that I liked was the one with Starlight
Yeah, Hardy
and then
Boys.
Band Hearted General.
Yeah, that's the one that a lot of people really said they liked too. Like, that didn't really get that much credit. Like, or I didn't really promote that one that much, but that's the one everyone said, like, bro, this is crazy. We need more like this.
Yeah, cause it's something about the way you hop on the beat. It's
Yeah.
definitely the different style of rap. I don't know what it reminds me of exactly. I was trying to like think about it all day today. I was like, dude, I can't. I don't. If I'm being honest with myself, I don't know. But when I do hear it, I'm gonna be like, this is what it was reminding me of.
Yeah.
But so the videos, are you doing for Distance especially? Are you doing like more animation or?
No, it's real like just cinematography. Like I wanted to be like a real like movie, like like Zion Dakari right there. He's gonna shoot it, and we're gonna come up with like we've been working on the treatment and film, and we wanted to just have a crazy concept with it, and just like do like real cinematic color grading and just like minor transitions, maybe a little bit of like 3D effects, but not really too much like
Yeah,
fast
because
paced editing.
yeah, something about like VFX is like it's got to be up to a quality standard, and it's
Yeah,
hard to get that quality of like that quality that you would want. So
yeah,
it's just nice to like go with more practical
and it
stuff.
has to also like fit the like the vibe of the song. Like it has to be like a real like turned up party vibe, like or like just like some up tempo stuff, really, because like when people are listening to stuff like that, like you know their attention span is really low. That's why we see all these VFX and like different scenes and transitions within a matter of seconds, because everyone just with music, their attention span has like become like children.
Yeah,
So
it's not even just music; it's everything.
exactly,
Like everybody's craving a little bit of like dopamine.
exactly. Like that's when those come into play. But I've started to fall in love with more just cinematic work. Like one show, I've never watched this show in my life, but I've seen clips of it and I've seen like these shots and just like the scenes that like for Euphoria, it's amazing. Like just the cinematography, and I've just paid attention to like the camera movements, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like I want to base my videos off of their like their cinematography, just even their color grading and just like their moods is crazy. Their lighting, like
Yeah,
I really mess
I
with
know
that.
exactly what you mean. All the
Yes,
vibrant colors.
bro, it's crazy. Like I don't think I've seen any film work like that before.
Yeah, and this is something you see more often nowadays because I feel like the studios are giving the film creators a little bit more leeway because
Yeah,
they know that's what the people want to see. They want to see the art. They want to see it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I definitely mess with Euphoria.
I feel like Netflix really started that, giving creators like a little bit more creative control in
Yeah, like even
cinematography.
just look at like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
It's a good place that we're in the world when it comes to entertainment because everybody wants to be entertained.
And just think about it, like with social media, it's so easy now. Like before, I would say earlier on, before like when everything was kind of like based around like TV, I would say it would probably have been harder like trying to make it as an artist or as any type of creative, because you had to like, it was all based off of who you know, like, and just like word of mouth, into getting into like radio stations, TV stations, like, MTV and stuff like that. I'm sure it's way harder, but now it's just social media. It's so easy to network. Like, you never know who's watching what. Like, how many times I'll just be like, looking at my insights or just looking through my stories, and I'll see like people that you wouldn't think they're watching you, like, people with like some type of status. It's just like, dang, they're paying attention. You never know who's really watching. That's how easy it is, because the algorithm is like crazy. Like TikTok, ever since TikTok came around, it's been like crazy with the algorithm and the marketing schemes, because like, your videos are pushed globally, even with like Instagram Reels, like in the explore page. Your videos and your posts are pushed globally, so you never know who may see them. The right person may see them, and it could change your life.
No, dude, the crazy thing about TikTok is it's not even the first of its kind.
Exactly.
Like, first it was Vine,
Exactly. Vine.
and
I remember
then
Vine.
and then Thriller and all those apps became
Yeah.
popular, and then TikTok just said fuck it and mix them all together.
Took over everything.
Yeah, and the way they run that algorithm is crazy.
It's like, it's so easy.
It's a trap, dude. That they'll hook you on that app for hours.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And they'll base your For You page around your interests and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, like
It's
you
a lot.
watch a video for 5 more seconds, dude. Have fun getting that shit out of your feed.
Exactly. They're gonna bring you all types of stuff just like that. It's crazy. Even like with ads and shit too.
Yeah, but so what would you like? What genre would you put yourself in other than like? There's different types of rap, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what I'm saying? Because I love making different things. Like, I can tell you the genres that I feel like I would fit in with. Like, I like, I would put myself into like, the real underground sound of rap. Like, sometimes I may have a no auto tune, like I may come in aggressive, or I would put myself in the angelic category too. Like, I like to say a lot of my songs, like when I want to harmonize or like use auto tune and kind of vocalize, I feel like I sound angelic and in that type of category. And then I'm also even like, sometimes I like making alternative music. Like, that's when I get bored. I'm really trying to experiment with that before I start releasing more. Like, I have a lot of unreleased alternative songs. I'm feel like, what I'm saying, okay, it's getting better, but I don't want to really show the world until I feel like I've mastered the craft, because, sometimes I may feel like it needs more work, or I'm trying to perfect the mixing. But at the same time, I catch myself trying to get out of that habit, because I feel like I'm a real perfectionist. Like, I just got to realize it'll never be perfect, and nobody's waiting.
Yeah.
Just drop it.
Perfection's that one's a hard one too, because
Bro.
it's subjective, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, what I'm saying? A lot of people may tell me, oh, this is amazing, but like I'll listen to it and I'll nitpick every little thing wrong with it. And I feel like, what I'm saying, it kills you, because sometimes you do too much. And when you feel like it's finally done, it's not perfect. Like,
Yeah, self-satisfaction, but at what cost?
exactly. Like, you just got to realize it's never going to be perfect. Just drop it.
Yeah. So, dude, have you heard that Uno the activist quit?
Bro, I seen that and I was like, what? Like, I see why, because like, what I'm saying, he's really has talent that should set him out this underground stigma. Like, the underground, bro. He's been like an underground legend, but what I'm saying, they're playing him with his credit. And I could see why it may take a toll on him, where he feels like, it's not even fun anymore. But it's just crazy. Like, Uno was a goat, bro.
Yeah, I don't see him quitting.
I don't know, bro. It's just like, if you really love this and it's paying you,
Yeah,
you're gonna be back soon.
because he's independent. He's getting paid.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
he's making money.
Yeah,
Like he may not be making like first class money, but he's making a lot more money than like
doesn't
we are.
have to like
Like
cut it down with middlemen. It's all him.
yeah, like it's all him, and he's gone this far. So I don't see why he would stop and take a different
He
route.
probably just taking a hiatus.
Yeah, I think he's just upset because what his reasoning was people didn't appreciate how good his album was.
Yeah, he's coming back. He probably was just on a little Twitter rant.
Yeah, probably. Shit, dude. Motherfuckers get drunk and high and they just get to tweeting.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's why it's smart that some managers manage their artists' social medias, because you already know there's some artists that all it takes is for one little minor inconvenience and they say the wrong things that could either get them canceled or lose partnerships and stuff like that, burn bridges. It's just like, you gotta be careful because everybody's watching. Even like little 1 second post and deletes, everybody's watching. Like, it's always gonna come back.
Dude, I'm sure when Kanye first started going on those rants, like his management was blowing his shit up.
PR team fighting for their life.
First 2 tweets, his phone's blown up, dude.
Dude, you already know. Like, I mean, sometimes, like, I feel like a lot of the stuff Kanye says, like, believe it or not,
it's valid.
Exactly. Like, he's coming from somewhere. You just got to understand him. Like, I personally don't think he's crazy. Kanye, he's one of my, like, favorite artists. He's one of my, like, main inspirations. I'm a Gemini just like him. So I could see kind of how he thinks in certain things. Like, I feel like he's not crazy. He's really just beyond the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he says what people are scared to say because they don't want to get, they don't want to take the heat of what they really feel. And, it's easy to just label him, say, oh, he's crazy. Like, no, I feel like there's definitely a deeper part to it.
No, for sure. I feel like rather than crazy, he's just misunderstood.
Exactly.
I feel like he's his brain's too big for his own good.
For sure. He's definitely one of the smartest people, like definitely one of the smartest millionaires and billionaires for sure.
You've seen that clip of, I think it's on The Breakfast Club, and he's like, Watch the Throne 1, Watch the Throne 2, this, and this. They said I couldn't do Yeezy. I did it. They said I couldn't. Like, dude, he really spoke it all into existence.
Exactly. Like, I watched that documentary. It's crazy because, like, I see a lot of, like, dang, a lot of what I'm doing right now, like, just in, like, my ways, I can see it in myself. Like, it was crazy. I was kind of talking to my mom about that. Like, we watched the whole series together, and I kind of, like, think of, like, their relationship, Donda and Kanye, kind of reminded me of me and my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, she's always my biggest supporter. She's always going to tell me, like, what's real. And just, like, always be, like, the one right there that's going to ride the hardest. Like, it's crazy.
I don't want to sound unintelligent, but is Donda his mom's name?
Yeah, that's his mom.
No way, dude.
Yes.
I've never known this until now.
Yeah, Donda's his mom.
Really? Because I think I, like, stopped, like, religiously listening to Kanye after Ye.
See, I don't know. I feel like I wasn't a religious listener, but he definitely was, like, a big influence and like just a big influence for sure. Like, and I always listened around, especially, like, younger. I always grew up listening to, like, you got College Dropout, Graduation. I would be like 3, 4, 5 listening to all these albums, and then once I start listening to music on my own, start listening to, like, The Life of Pablo and stuff like that as it just goes on.
Yeah. 808s is definitely my favorite.
It definitely changed the whole entire way
dude.
Music nowadays are made. Like, the whole project itself.
I don't think the rap game would be what it is if it wasn't because of Kanye.
Bro, almost everyone's, like, real inspiration that is responsible for the sound right now of how music sounds, you ask them what's one of their top 5 albums, they're always gonna say 808s and Heartbreaks.
Yeah. Uzi, Juice, I'm pretty sure all of them.
For sure.
Yeah. But, dude, you've heard Lil Baby's new shit, right?
I kind of tapped in with it, not really.
Really?
I'm not really
You're not a big Baby guy?
No. What's crazy is, bro, we got him in a music video. We saw him at the fair at Town Center Mall. Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere, we ran into him. And then we were like, we were shooting a music video at the carnival, And we were just like, bro, well, we seen his car. And then my friend Zion was like, bro, is that Lil Baby's lamb? I was like, I don't think so. What is he doing in Kennesaw? So then we get into the fair, and we're on the little fun house shooting a video, and then we see his son. We're like, ain't that Lil Baby's son?
Dude,
Lil Rodney's son?
His kid's the funniest. Dude, his kid's the funniest motherfucker, dude.
Bro. And we just go up to him like, bro, ain't you Lil Baby's son? And then he was like, yeah, that's my daddy. And then we seen his chain. He was like, where he at? So then he went down the slide, and then we went down the slide. He had this big security guard with him, you know. And then we was kind of from a distance because, you know, we didn't want to walk up on him and kind of like, you know, he's like, bro, who's walking up on me? So we was just like, yo, little baby, we shooting a music video. Is it cool if we get you in there for a second? And, you know, he was like, it's country stuff. He was like, you know what I'm saying? He was watching my son, but he said, I do this. So he threw up 4PF, he dapped us up, and so we got a little cameo, you know. But in reality, 4PF, my chain is in the mail. Honorary member.
Dude, fucking Walmart had 4PF chains for a while.
Bro, I was seeing that, and I was like, there's no way. See, mine from Johnny Dang, though.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. I remember we were in high school, and you know how they did those, like, spirit weeks and shit like that. One of the days was, like, dressed like a celebrity or something like that. I was on Walmart, and I was like, fuck, dude, they got YSL. They got, they got all the chains, dude.
Bro, I seen they have Slaughter Gang chains. I was like, there's no way. Bro, speaking of that dress like a celebrity day, bro, I think it was my freshman year. You remember when G Herbo went viral for that freestyle where he was like this?
Yeah.
Bro, I dressed up as G Herbo.
You just fucking walked around like this all day?
Yes, all day. It really was just an excuse to wear my do-rag through school because that's when I had waves. And I was just like, damn, that's smart. They didn't make me take off my do-rag.
How hard is it to get waves, bro?
It's not hard. Well, if you have good hair, like, you know what I'm saying, if your waves is just nothing but laid down curls. So if you could train your hair and your hair's already like curly, all it takes is consistent brushing and patterns. And you know what I'm saying, within like 2 weeks, you'll start to see progress the more you brush. Like, it just depends on how good you brush and how curly your hair is.
Yeah, I remember in high school, motherfuckers would be brushing the fuck out of their head.
Bro, throughout like the first 3 years of high school, all you would see is me just walking around with different types of brushes. Like, I had like these exotic type brushes with like a curved tip, so it could, like, you know, get my crown right. Like, I took it serious. Like, back in when I went to I went to Sprayberry. They called me Wavy J. You know, I did YouTube back then. That's what they called me. Like, that's what the hoes say. Wavy J. I played football too, so they all knew me as that. That was the J Bandway before J Bandway. Now it's J Bandway. All the people that was calling me Wavy J, they call me J Bandway. Well, everybody calls me J Bandway, but yeah, it was Wavy J at first.
You seem to know what you're talking about when it comes to hair. What do you think's more doable for me, dreads or waves?
Personally, I wouldn't go with dreads because, like, you know, they'll be looser and they just, you know, I feel like you with the waves, you'll be better with a clean cut, bro. Like, it's just gonna look more sharp. You're gonna look more like, you know,
cleaned up.
Yeah, like, you know, you're about your business. It may attract more women. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like dreads aren't for everybody.
Dude, I've gotten a buzz cut a couple times, dude, and I just look like it straight from fucking Dagestan, dude. I look like Khabib's little fucking cousin.
Bro, no, bro. The worst days used to be when you get in trouble when you was in middle school, like, and you used to have to get your hair cut, bro.
Bro, yeah, if you don't believe me, bro.
Oh, no, he pulled out the license.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Me with a buzz cut is lethal.
Dude, bro, I literally just cut my hair off. I'm trying to grow it back now, bro. I cut it off for graduation, but I was at the point where I was about to lock up. I was this close. I probably had like 6 freeforms in the side of my head just twisting. I was like, I'm about to lock up any day now. I was going to lock and die. Then I was like, graduation comes up. I did the impulsive decision for my mom. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just cut my hair off. Give her this moment because I know she knows she wasn't too happy because I didn't have a haircut. I had like a messy afro. In my graduation pictures, she was pissed. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me do this for her. This is her moment. She's
been waiting 18 years.
Exactly. Like, you know, let me give her these nice pictures and just make her feel like, you know, her son is back because she used to always, like, she hates my hair, bro. She hates it. She says I look better with a clean cut, which either way, I feel like, you know, they all suit me, but it's just about, you know, what I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah, because moms just see it in a different way.
Yeah,
they
like,
they see it as I want to grab your cheek and my handsome little man.
Yeah, like she does say I look older with a clean cut. I don't know. I feel like I look the same. I'm me still.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Say no? It's kind of hard to say no to your mother.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like back then when you didn't have much of a choice. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you were younger, that was the worst. Like, you had all this hair. You took this long to get to this point. You get to the barbershop. It's time to cut it off, bro. Tears. Tears.
Dude, dude, my mom used to take me to my friend who used to cut hair.
Mm.
And dude, she just would not give me fucking sideburns. Like I was like, bro, just line me up and just go straight. She's like,
Bro.
no. I'm like, dude, what's the
No.
big deal? I never went back, dude. That
I
was
used to
it for me.
have the best barber when I was a child, bro. Like when I was little, my barber, she was a Puerto Rican barber. Like my dad, she used to be my dad's barber, and he started taking me to her when I was old enough to like, you know, get my first haircut. I actually had like, I had long hair. I think I had braids. I got my first haircut when I was like right about to turn 5. You know, my mom and my dad, they cut my braids off and, you know, kind of like used the clippers a little bit. And then he just took me to the barbershop to like, you know, fix it up. And that was my first real haircut. But she was like the best barber I've ever had, bro. And she used to be like, she used to cut for the Falcons sometimes. Like she had a few like celebrity house calls. And she used to always get me right. But I think we stopped going to her because, like, you know, she was a little bit, like, too far out the way. Like, she used to cut in the West End.
Yeah, like you're not gonna drive 45 minutes.
Yeah. I wish I could find her because I would do that drive now. Like, I wish I could find her. I think my mom has her on Facebook. I'm really going to reach out to her and find her because she was, like a goddess with the clippers, bro. Like, the best to ever touch my head.
Really, dude. So one of my buddies, he started cutting hair about 2-3 years ago, and dude, when I heard that, bro, I was like, take my card, bro. Just come fuck up my hair. Practice as much as you want, but
Hey,
when
man,
you're
the thing
nice,
about it is,
motherfucker.
like, the thing about it is, bro, when he gets right, you know,
Yeah.
free cuts for life. You took the risk, and now you get the reward.
Not even free cuts, dude. It's just it's nice to go to the same person.
Yeah, you
because they know what you like. They know what
Exactly.
looks good on you. They know what your hair is like.
like, bro, I'm telling you, you wild if you cheat on your barber, bro. Like, real, if you cheat on your barber, you're a dangerous man. Like, there's no way you trust all of these people to cut your hair. Like, if you and your barber don't have chemistry, your cut's not the same. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying, the instance when you got to find a new barber is the worst because, like, the first cut is so awkward. Y'all are not speaking. Y'all trying to break the ice, and you don't really break the ice till about, like, 3-4 cuts in, like, being for real. Like, me and my barber now, when I moved to Douglasville, finding a barber was, like, the worst because I'm on here. I'm on the Cut app looking through the reviews. Okay, who got the best price? Like, pretty much good prices, but good reviews. Like, you know, I don't want to settle for cheap and get a cheap cut, but I don't want to spend like a bag on a haircut and it be quality of a $25 haircut.
I used to go to this Dominican place, and I used to pay about 30, 35. And dude, it was like a field trip going there, bro. I go there, I'm waiting for 2 hours, and then my haircut taking another 2 hours in its
Bro,
own. I walk
hated
out,
that.
the sun set, dude. I'm like, man,
I've been to a few Dominican and Puerto Rican barbers.
they're
bro.
nice though.
Yeah, for sure. They're the best with the clippers. Like, definitely. I remember one time it was my first photo shoot in a studio. It was at Cam Kirk Studios. I was getting a haircut out in Marietta, bro. I found this barber because, like, my mom was like, you need to find a Puerto Rican barber, you know what I'm saying? You need, like, try to find one because I'm Puerto Rican and he knows how to work with your hair. So I'm like, all right, I'm looking. I find one, right? Bro, bad idea. He brought my fade up too high, pushed me back, and I told him to line up my mustache. He barely spoke English. I told him to line up my mustache. He said, okay. He cut it all off. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Mind you, I'm minutes away from going to my first photo shoot. So I'm feeling like, wow. I don't even know what to do.
Damn, bro, hold you all the way.
All the way. And I'm like, there's no way. I'm not returning you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm reporting you.
I think it was 7th grade, dude. I went to Sports Clip or
Oh, that's
what's
where you messed up,
what's the other one called?
Great Clips.
Great Clips. I went to Great Clips.
Nah,
And
bro.
dude, I went there, bro. I shit you not. My hair, the sideburn, it was like straight up, bro. And
No.
my yearbook picture, I'm just
In the yearbook?
mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, the day before, bro.
That's crazy. No, bro.
It's pain, dude. Hair is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. If you can't trust anybody with a bad cut, bro, because like you know what I'm saying.
You can't trust people. You can't trust anybody that doesn't know how to take care of their hair. Like you,
Really though, that's like the necessity. Like you know what I'm saying. This is you. Your hair is your personality.
like bro, I'm never gonna respect a guy that's like 20, even 18. Bro, you should not be using an all-in-one shampoo.
Nah, if you use all in one, you're dirty.
Dude, you should not be putting like washing your body with what you put on your hair and what conditions it.
Bro, I'm telling you. And there's certain brands too, like you know what I'm saying, like Axe and stuff like
Dove,
that.
Axe,
Bro, no, I don't know. Like, no.
just not trusted in this circle, big bro. I don't know
No,
what to
not
tell
at
you.
all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because like with my mom and my grandma, it's like they put I really like try to mimic all their products, see what they have going on because I know they know they know like I have like all these skincare products. Like my grandma, she'll send me boxes in from Florida of like my favorite skincare products because she just like always knows best of what to get. Like my bathroom, I have like the little rack on the shower head with like all the products right there. The products in my countertop. It's just like they're laced. Like really taking care of myself. Like
Yeah, dude. I mean, all right, maybe I shouldn't be too rough on the guys that use the 3-in-1, but like, do better first of all.
no. Three
But
in one
like,
is crazy.
second of all, you kind of got to get put onto it. I mean, I don't know. I got put on to good shampoos. Like my mom just came and handed me like a
Yeah,
100%
my mom would
coconut.
just like what I tell my mom I need soap, I need shampoo. She'll give me with like what she feels is great or what she would use, and I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, women have the best like sense. Like everything's like what I'm saying. Men's stuff is just all like strong and rough. Like I break out to that stuff. Like I can't use like manly scented soap like Axe and shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
That shit like I got sensitive skin. I gotta use like all the soft lavender stuff, and that's the stuff that actually like lasts longer. It smells better. Like it's better than just like straight Old Spice, Axe, Irish Spring, shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you on that though. The manly smells, dude.
It's too much, bro.
Yeah, it's too much because it's just like it's like Dior Sauvage.
Yeah,
Motherfucker walking,
AC.
everybody know.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Like I like more warmer, fruity smells, kind of like
See that?
like nature. Like even deodorant, Fiji.
Oh yeah, I'm always using like what I'm saying. I use the spray, like Degree spray, like
Damn,
the
you like
Dove.
that, dude? That should be cold. I
It
can't.
does. It burns when you're up close too. That's the thing. But like, it's just like it's long lasting, good for your skin. Like it's straight. And like women's deodorant is always the best deodorant. Like being for real.
I don't know about that one.
What you don't like
We
women's
can
deodorant?
argue about this another day because this could take its own like little episode
For sure.
talking deodorants.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, have you watched any of the Creeds?
The Creeds. I've watched Creed 1 and Creed 2. Yeah.
Did you see they're coming out with Creed 3?
I just seen, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was a big Rocky fan growing up, dude.
For real?
Motherfucker running around Philadelphia, screaming the girl's name.
Nah. Yeah, that's crazy though. Creed is hard. 3 is
Yeah.
gonna be crazy.
Dude, the first one pissed me off because I was like, bro, there's no way a jacked Michael B. Jordan is losing to this fat slob.
Bro, I don't know. And it's just like, what I'm saying, being realistic, he's the main character, you expect him to win.
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with him losing, just not to this polar bear of a guy.
That makes sense.
Like that's what like that like me and my mom watched it together and I was like, bro, ain't no way. Ain't no way. This man's like his fucking shoulder blades are the size of the gloves, bro.
Damn.
Like there's no way this guy's losing to this little fucking polar bear.
Man, it's just crazy.
But so when is Band Hearted 2 coming out?
Band Hearted 2. See, we had to do another lead up because this was the warm up. Now, what I'm saying, we got one more. Like you thought this was it, but we have one more round before Band Hearted 2 Reloaded with more different sounds, like the other type of sounds that was going to be promised on Band Hearted 2. And Band Hearted 2 itself, give it like, I'd say probably maybe like early 2023, January, February, being realistic because
That's not bad.
We just got more like, production involved into it, like big production, and just like, trying to get bigger features on there. Like, the only feature on Before Band Hardy 2 was Starlight. And, I'm the Before Band Hardy 2 Reloaded. If I don't do any features on there, I'm probably gonna do like one or two and keep it short and simple. But it's definitely gonna be longer. It's probably gonna be like eight songs, and then like Band Hardy 2, that's gonna be like a full project. Like I'm probably gonna push like 12 to 20, just like showcase a lot of work, like just show this is me, this is what I have to offer.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask, do you like more like short albums or like longer albums? But that's kind of answered it for
It
me.
really depends, like what I'm saying. Like I feel like introduction albums, like first projects, like my first album, the Band Hardy 1, that was probably like a few songs, I'm pretty sure that's like minimum of an album, and that was just like a cool little introduction. I had a whole different plan before Band Hearted. Like I say probably about like 2 years ago. I've been working on this album. This was supposed to be like my debut album. It's called Welcome to the Bandway Show. It was a cool little concept I had. Like this is my introduction to the world. This is when I probably like started taking music serious and like dropping for real, for real. I wanted to make an album and base it around like like a play, but this was like a show, like Welcome to the Bandway Show. This is like my show. This is who I am, what I have to offer. These are my acts, like
That's an awesome idea though,
It
because
was. I'm really about to roll that out after Band Hearted. Like Band Hearted 2 is gonna be the end of the Band Hearted saga.
yeah, I think you should, because it'd be a waste not to, because a lot of people don't create concept albums anymore.
I made the intro like 2 years ago, and I've been sitting on the intro. I'm probably gonna keep it as is, not touch it, because I made it when I was like 15, and I'm just like let it sit, like keep it as authentic as possible. Like this is the Bandway Show. This is me. This is what I have to offer. Nothing but like pure vulnerability and authenticity. Like this is what I'm bringing to the world. So I'm gonna keep that as is and bring out a lot of old songs that are vaulted. Probably like remaster them, but just keep the same concept, like old sound. Like it's a lot of old songs I've been holding for that album. I'm probably gonna let out, like people have like around me have probably heard these like 2-3 years ago, but the world's probably not gonna hear this for like another year and a half.
That's awesome. I love that idea. I don't know how much I can like really express it, but it's a really cool idea, and I really hope you do it.
For sure. I'm definitely gonna make that my like sophomore series.
So when are you gonna start working on these music videos? Are they gonna drop before Band Harder too?
Yes, they're gonna definitely gonna drop before Band Harder 2. Like I say, pop that shit, and distance. I give it around like I give it around November-ish for like these to both be out. It really just depends on like the actual production time and the turnaround time. Yeah, that's basically it though.
Shit, man. If you need some extra hands, man, me and Adam, we got a couple short films under our belt.
That would be amazing, because like we could actually come up with a real like plot about it and just get more into depth about the shooting. And then like Zion, he's a real like very creative person. Like working with him is different, because like the chemistry is there. I don't have to tell him much, he doesn't have to tell me much. Our visions kind of show together, and like we don't bump heads. Like we bump heads outside of like working, because he's funny, bro. He's funny. Like we always bumping heads outside of working, but like working creatively, bro, it's just like smooth sailing, because he knows what he wants, I knows what I wants, and it's just like vice versa for each other. Like we bring the best out of each other. Like he'll try to open me up to different things musically, I'll open him up to different things, like what I'm saying, like with videos and just like cinematography and editing and stuff like that. Like bringing each other to different worlds, and we work great like that.
No, that's awesome, because there really isn't a point to argue when like you're working towards the same goal, because
Yeah,
the only time an argument is valid is if like nobody's budging.
Yeah.
Like, in order to not have arguments, you also have to be like an understanding and an accepting person in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Like we definitely like argue on some goofy shit. Like we all really just like, I swear we talk to each other like we hate each other, but we really like love and support each other the most. Like it's crazy. Like we're the realest around each other, but we talk to each other like we're just like absolutely nothing. It's funny, but yeah.
Hell yeah. So, what do you think about the Atlanta scene right now?
Bro, it's so much going on. Like, personally, I feel like there's a lot of cloning, bro. That's the problem. But like, really, there's different scenes going on. Like, you have different undergrounds, like you know what I'm saying, and you also have the mainstream scene. Like, you have like your little babies, your Gunnas and Futures and stuff like that right now. And then you also have like your pure like hood drill underground scene, and you also have like the fashion Rick Owen Cardi clone type of scene. It's just a lot going on, and you also do have a few like individuals that stand out, but it's just like it's a lot of everything, and it's kind of getting like very oversaturated. But I definitely feel like the new scene, like or just the underground in general, I feel like it's just very oversaturated. It's a lot of cloning going on. Like it's like begging for originality.
Yeah. I mean, dude, a lot of spots are going to open up in Atlanta, in my opinion, with all the Rico cases they're building up, dude.
Bro, it's crazy.
The whole starting lineup of Atlanta's getting
Bro,
lost.
everybody's getting free picked. It's crazy. Like, telling you, y'all finna listen to straight bandway. Because I don't do those activities. I don't got to worry about no Rico with me.
Yeah, dude. You saw they're building one against, like, Futures Gang and
yeah, but I seen
4PF.
that, like, it was Homicide Gang, but I seen the article saying that, like, Playboy Cardi and Future, they're not actively in Homicide Gang. They're just, like, affiliated with them. So, hope they said they should be straight. But, I seen, like, the list a few months ago talking about, like, the big Rico cases and, like, the cliques or the gangs under, like, interest. And it had, like, 1017, FBG, and just, like, all the major, like, rap crews out here. And it was just like, damn.
Dude, I was never really on the thug wave, but dude,
What?
dude, I didn't get into him early enough to like
Bro,
really.
let me tell you, bro. Like, you're not a real Thug fan if you weren't listening to Thug when everyone thought he was just gay, bro. Like, everyone swore he was just, like, weird. And that's just, like, you know what I'm saying? You used to get hate for listening to used to get hate for listening to Young Thug back then. Probably by, like, 2014, 2015. I always mess with Thug's music. He had a very different sound, like, when he was coming out. And then, like, it just progressed more and more. He just, like, was really, like, he's probably one of my influences right now because I kind of learned the art of using your voice as an instrument from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of beats, if you listen to them, they're really simple. But just, like, the way Thug put it together, he put his voice, like, his harmonies in the background. It's, like, a part of the melody, just the way he does his ad-libs. It's just, like, signature. Like, it's crazy. And he's also just, like, is known for bringing out real talent and just, like, showing love, giving all these people a platform to shine. Like, we have Gunna, Yak Gotti, Young Ko. Even look at Lil Baby. He paid him to get out of the trap and start taking rap serious. Now look at him, bro.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely a staple out of Atlanta.
For sure. Like, definitely on that Mount Rushmore.
For sure. Who's on your Atlanta Mount Rushmore?
Atlanta Mount Rushmore of all time. We're gonna go with, this is to me. This is not to anybody else. This is to me, and I'll explain why. You got Future, Thug. The thing is, bro, I don't know if Gucci Mane counts because, like, he really is, like, kind of, he moved to Atlanta when he was like 9. I know he's from Alabama, but he's played a big impact in Atlanta. I'm not gonna count him just because he's from Alabama. But you got Thug, whatchamacallit? Future. Dang, who is my Mount Rushmore? Cardi. Mount Rushmore. I have two more. Dang,
Shit, bro. There's only 4 on that. There's only 4.
Oh, there's
on
4.
That.
I'm thinking there's 5. Sorry, but damn, who would I put on the next of my Mount Rushmore? That's from Atlanta.
It's got to be Baby, man. You sleeping on Baby. Hold on,
Bro,
we
I
got to
don't know.
talk
He
about
hasn't really
this.
influenced me like that.
But, like, you got to like the guy, man.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Dude, he hit you with the...
Bro, I used to mess with his music heavy, but he really wasn't, like, my influence. I feel like it was just the same. Like,
Yeah. I feel like the reason I would put him on there is freestyle.
that definitely was like an Atlanta national anthem, bro.
For sure. Dude, him making that World Cup song, dude,
Bro.
that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like excited to see what the hell he's gonna say on that.
Bro, and like how crazy soccer is globally. So like
Atlanta lingo about to go global.
for real.
But my Mount Rushmore, dude, I'd probably Future, Gunna. I'm gonna throw Baby on there.
Okay.
I wish Uzi was from here. I would throw.
I
Uzi
know
on.
he would be on my all-time Mount Rushmore though. What's crazy is, bro, like you wouldn't even believe if I told you one of my first real influences, bro, was 50 Cent.
Really, 50?
Yes, bro. That was the first artist I've ever listened to. Like when I was a kid, bro. Like I think it was, I don't know if it was in the club or like This Is How We Do. But my mom said I was a baby in the crib and I just like started bouncing. And I really just liked it. And then I just started listening to him, like, what I'm saying? Because they started playing him more. And it got to the point where, I was old enough to know what I'm listening to, sing the words and all that. So I would just listen to 50 Cent more. And then, I got an iPod. My grandma gave me an iPod Nano. And she used to like, pirate music. I used to get all the albums. I used to get like, I had like a lot of every 50 Cent album on there, and like some other music, 50 Cent, Soulja Boy, but I used to love 50 Cent Die Hard, bro. Like I know most of the words like by heart to the movie Get Rich or Die Trying. I used to think I was like another member of G Unit, bro. It was crazy, like, bro, it was so bad. Like I used to really like put on a tank top and a do-rag with the fitted. I even had a pair of G Unit shoes when I was a baby, bro. I had G Unit shoes. I really like was a diehard 50 Cent fan.
Dude, I was the same way. I thought Eminem was the only rapper that like rapped. Like I didn't like. I think it was Eminem, and then I started listening to a little bit of Lil Wayne, and then I got
Lil
introduced
Wayne, that's
to Drake.
another one of my like real influence too. Like lyrically, bro. Lil Wayne has the best punch bars and metaphors in all of rap, and if not, definitely top 3.
Yeah, I would throw Jay-Z up there.
Jay-Z for sure. His punch bars is crazy. Like a lot of times I used to not want to listen to it because I feel like it's boring. But just like, as you're getting older, your intelligence is like increasing. You could listen to certain songs and like, really listen to the bars and just like put 2 and 2 together of what they said. And it's like, damn, this is really giving us game. We're just not like, hip to it yet. Like, it's just a lot of real stuff implemented in the music that it's a if you know type thing.
Yeah, I gotta start listening to Jay-Z more because I think the only, other than like some of his hits from back in the day, I think the only project I've really listened to is 444.
444, I feel like it was cool, but like going with Jay-Z, a lot of the Jay-Z that like I grew up like listening to, like when my mom would play a lot, would be like a lot of like Reasonable Doubt and just like, most of the Rockefeller days, Jay-Z.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he owns Tidal, right?
Yeah, I was just talking about this today about how like Tidal, pretty much you get paid more like for streams, like per stream off of Tidal than every other streaming service.
Really?
Yeah, like I think I know you have Apple Music. I think Spotify pays more than Apple Music, and then Tidal, like I'm pretty sure they're like the highest paying per stream. Like so, if you can get a fan base on Tidal, you'll definitely make more money off that.
But dude, who the hell uses Tidal?
Exactly.
Like I've never met a man that uses Tidal. Like
I only know. I think my mom had a Tidal because around the time when Beyonce dropped those albums, you could only stream them on Tidal.
And that's what I was just gonna get to. Like a lot of this shit, like I don't know if he took it off the old platforms, but I know that like 444 wasn't available on Spotify for like the longest time.
Yeah, and like definitely like I remember when Beyonce dropped her self-titled album, Beyonce. My mom like she had to make a Tidal account because she wanted to listen to it, and it was nowhere else. It was only on Tidal. So I was like, damn. That's when she dropped like the album and the deluxe with like every song had a music video. I feel like that was cool. I wanted to do something like that, like have the album and the deluxe be like a few extra bonus songs, and every song on that whole project has a music video, and it just like goes hand in hand.
Speaking of music streaming, are you a Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music, bro. I hate Spotify.
I
was
saw it
literally
coming.
talking
I
about
saw
this
it
today
coming.
too. How much I hate Spotify, and this is not even just for its platform itself. I have personal beef with Spotify because they messed my account up, bro. Like
You have two profiles?
I have like 4 or 5 because I had this phase where, I was on the self-conscious wave, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to rebrand myself, remove the $ from my name, make myself easier to find. I changed my name on the using DistroKid, like my distributor service. I changed my name, and what it did was it just changed my name, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm Jay Banway. Like they gonna find me regardless. This is who I am. Like I put the $ back. What it did was I tried to drop new music. It split up my account. It started dropping on another page. So my I used to have like probably about like 200 to 400 monthly listeners, and when I did that, it split up my account. Everything was just wonky. It's like I had 2 active accounts. Like everyone's streaming both accounts, and it's like all my old music is on one Spotify, my old Spotify, and then my current Spotify is where all the new music drops at. My Apple Music stayed the same, but my Spotify just it messed up, and I really hated it because I couldn't fix it. Like there's no way I can get these songs on this page. I tried everything. I emailed Spotify. They didn't help at all. Their help service sucks. Their platform sucks. I just hate Spotify because of that, and I'm a strictly Apple Music user.
Yeah, no, because I think the day you dropped before Bandhearted, I tried looking you up, and then I clicked J Bandway,
Yeah, and
and it
the
wasn't
other
on
profile.
there. Yeah,
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, I I don't really listen to those old songs. Those are like on that profile. Those songs. I think the newest song on there is from September 17th of 2021. My song Stargirl. That was the last song that dropped on that page. I don't really listen to everything from there and prior. So I really push my new Spotify as my current and only Spotify. And it's just like, a thing where if people like those other songs and they find it and want to listen to it, it's just like, it's there.
go
But
for it.
I'm promoting this Spotify because has everything I'm dropping from here and on.
That's nice though. A clean slate. Just
Yeah.
starting over.
I feel like it was cool.
It sucks a little bit, I'm sure.
It sucks, bro,
Yeah.
because I had everything just set up. Like it messed up my algorithm. Like I used to get playlisted a lot, like by Spotify curated playlists, and it's just starting from scratch.
Damn, that sucks. But we'll get back there. No big deal.
Oh yeah, for sure, that's nothing.
But back to Mount Rushmore. I gotta pick a fourth, dude. Fuck,
I
might
gotta
as
pick
well
a fourth too. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to
look up who's
through.
from Atlanta, dude. Fuck, throw Soulja Boy on there.
No, it's not even that. It's just who played the better impact
Yeah.
on my career. I'm gonna go through. Oh, because I have an Atlanta playlist, and I'm about to go through these artists real quick, and I'm gonna give you a fourth because I can definitely say these are my influences.
I don't know, dude. I might throw Keat on there.
Bro, I could see that. I would put him on there too.
Dude,
I would put
was
him as an
so
honorable
upset,
mention.
dude. It pissed me off
Bro,
when I found out,
Sad day. I really messed with Kid, bro. His sound was crazy.
dude.
Real
Like the
legend.
last 3 rappers that have died, dude. I've been on vacation and I break the news
Shit.
to my same friend.
Damn.
I'll be on my phone. I'm like, damn, bro, Keat died.
No, that was
And
crazy. I was
the
there's no
whole
way,
night
bro.
just gets shit on.
Dude. Okay, I got an answer. I put Outkast on my fourth.
Outcast.
Yes.
Damn, that's a why Outcast?
because they've always been like a very like unique and distinct group. Like their rapping style is just like Andre 3000. He's a Gemini too, like me. He's like super creative, like just the way he uses his voice to rap and sing, and like Big Boy, his flows, they complement each other so well. Like their duo is just like crazy. Even like their beat selection is like insane.
Wait, Big Boy?
Yeah.
Like from that radio show?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
Okay. Because I think this is a little before my time. This is like, what is this, early 2000s?
Like 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is way before my time.
Yeah.
One of these days, I got to, like, tap into, like, everything.
It's a little before my time, too. I was just kind of, like, conceived around it and grew up on it. Like, real, like, outcasty, just that type of vibe. They're always, like, a real cool, like, vibe music or just, like, fun music. Like, real, like, vibration type of music, like, to make you think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to tap in now.
For sure, bro.
Because, like, when somebody recommends something and, like, they speak highly of it, dude, I feel like I owe them to, like, check it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But, like, now, if I were to give you a Mount Rushmore of people outside of Atlanta or just anywhere.
Go ahead.
Lil Wayne, Kanye, Uzi, for sure. I would definitely put Uzi over Cardi, bro. Like, I feel like there's definitely a different talent level, for sure. But yeah, impacting to me, Uzi, Kanye, Lil Wayne, and number 4, I would probably say, that's a hard, Gucci. Yes,
dude. I was following one of these meme pages and like they were talking about how many albums like Gucci has dropped.
We put out like 20 or 30 albums, bro. No,
in like 1 year.
Nah, bro, not even that, bro. His cover art, his album names used to be crazy, bro. He has this album called The Gooch. I swear to God, and the cover art is crazy. It's like him in the abandoned house, and it's like a picture of Young Jeezy with like flattened, like he just got ran over, and there's like blood on his t-shirt, and it's like his face. I swear he had the goofiest album covers. Like, bro, no, he's a legend, bro. He dropped 3 albums in the same day. He dropped breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the same day.
Dude. Was this before or after he went to jail?
I'm pretty sure this is before.
Yeah, he was definitely on some serious shit.
And the thing about it is, in jail, he dropped so many albums too. That man just made music, bro.
Yeah, he was just probably in the studio.
Even now, like, he got out of jail 2016. I can guarantee you he's dropped more than 15 albums since he's been home. He drops probably about like 4 albums a year, being for real. Like,
Adam, can we get a fact check?
Yeah, we might have to fact check that. But I'm telling you, it's definitely like not far out for sure.
How many albums Gucci releases a year?
Yes,
from
like,
2016.
if we can do an average, how many albums has he released?
I think it's like 5 a year since he started rapping.
Man, that man just makes music. The thing about it is like he probably intends to make tapes, but every tape is probably like 12 to 20 songs deep. Like, it's crazy.
Man, I can't get like a solid number on how many per year. I'm seeing 74 mixtapes and 100 singles in total.
74 mixtapes.
6 compilation albums, 2 collaborative albums, 14 studio albums. So I don't know how long his career has been, but he's
been dropping.
It's like 2000.
He's got like over 100 projects. So if he's been in the game like 15 years?
Definitely probably about like 18, 19, 20.
All right, so he's releasing at least like 5, 6 projects a year.
I think I don't know where I saw this, but I'm pretty sure it's like 5.4.
I seen that too. Like, it was ranking. I seen a TikTok ranking who's dropped the most albums. Like, Young Boy's up there, Lil Wayne, Gucci.
Dude, Young Boy. I wish he was. I wish he wasn't dropping so much.
I wish he didn't drop it at all. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't sleep on Young Boy.
I'm not gonna lie. He has a few cool songs, bro. Like, but I just can't really get with the sad type of music. Like, that's why I don't listen to Rod Wave personally.
He wasn't always like that.
No, he wasn't always like that. I feel like, he
has was, but he wasn't.
I like when he works with people like when he works with internet money producers,
Mm-hmm.
they're real creative. They push the creativity out of him. or like even whenever he may like it's just like when he works with certain type of people that aren't really in his speed of like an artist, they push him to his creative level to get him out his stigma of rapping like like the Louisiana type of rap or just like the pain music, like what I'm saying, like the real
Like, what's the pain, big bro?
for
You,
real.
you done
Like,
made it.
exactly. Life beautiful for you now.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I like some of his shit.
I mean,
I
but
skim through his albums now though. I
for
don't
sure.
sit down and listen to him like I used to.
Yeah. I mean, but like me saying how I feel about it, there's a lot of people that really relate to what he got going on or what he's talking about, so they feel a different connection to him.
Yeah,
I just don't like, the like the worship that goes on, bro. It's like too crazy. Like, all right now, bro, you don't gotta do all this now.
yeah. Well, like some rappers, like they can make you relate to shit you've like never
Yeah,
experienced.
all
Like
the time they've never experienced it. It's just storytelling.
yeah. I remember I was like in eighth grade freshman year. We had
Yeah.
just went to Cheesecake Factory. It was me, my friend, his girlfriend, and this girl I liked.
Mm.
And like we left Cheesecake and we got in an argument and it was fuck this wonderful woman all the way home. And then like he was like, bro, you gotta listen to Child's Play by Drake, dude. And I was screaming, why you gotta play with me at Cheesecake, dude? That shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't make me bring you back to the hood. That's a bar.
Dude, that song is crazy. Views is a pretty.
Views was a very great album. It just takes me back to a beautiful time of life.
What was that? 2016.
2016, yeah.
Dude, why?
2016.
Dude, why has no year been as good as
Bro,
2016?
no year has been matched, bro. We've been introduced to so many great artists, wonderful trends. Pretty sure that's when like musically was like hitting at that time. The Warriors went crazy that year.
The NBA was nuts. Dude.
Exactly. That's when they like that was really like one of the first super teams in a long time. It was just like a beautiful time of life. Even like remember when those clowns are going around like scaring everybody, bro. That was always fun. Like I remember they used to make up rumors talking about, oh, the clowns are gonna be at this high school football game. Everyone's at the game. We're like scared, but we just like, bro, what are we doing if we see these clowns right now? Like just thinking about what if scenarios, like waiting for this shit to happen, because it's like we're just having fun.
No, dude, for sure. 2016 was. If I could go and relive a year every single like year for the rest of my life, it'd be 2016.
Bro, I feel like if I was as talented if I was now in 2016, you know how amazing I would be right now? No, scratch that. I was talking with my brother about this, bro. Imagine if I had a time machine. Do you know what I would do? I would go back in time and steal Michael Jackson's entire catalog. I'm remaking the Mariah Carey Christmas song. I'm gonna be the richest person alive. I feel like some like Matrix time traveling agency is gonna try to stop me because they know what I'm doing. They know I'm gonna be too powerful. I'm remaking everything in like the 90s, bro. Like I'm going back. I'm taking everything now, bringing it to the 90s. I'm gonna be like the highest paid everything.
Dude,
like
bro could have went back in time and shot Christopher Columbus's boat down, but he gonna go steal Michael Jackson shit,
bro. Like no, I'm. Well, there's a lot of stuff I would go back and stop, but the thing about it is like I know it's like a butterfly effect. That was also like one of my favorite movies I've watched, The Butterfly Effect. But it's crazy, like every time you go back in time and you try to change something, like
it just fucks up 10 other things.
Exactly, like what I'm saying, one thing could mess up the impact of everything. Even like what I'm saying, like just as simple as like let's say you mess up one thing, like you try to stop something from happening, something bad may happen. It's just always going to be a fault in your reality.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, I mean, you don't even got to watch the movie, bro. Family Guy has like a bunch of episodes like that too.
Exactly.
Dude, these adult shows are like crazy.
Bro, I remember like I used to want to watch them, bro. I used to never be able to watch them just because like they used to have a lot of like crazy stuff on there, bro.
Low key. But like it's some of the shit, like if you're a kid watching it, you're probably not gonna understand it anyways.
Exactly, bro.
But like there do be some vague shit.
Yeah, like just like why are you a kid watching this? Like this is crazy. But no, like my mom and my dad, like they let me watch the Boondocks. Like when I was like, that was my favorite show, the Boondocks. I was like 6, just because like the Boondocks, it had a lot of real shit in there, like regardless of like how ignorant it is, bro, it had a lot of real shit in there.
No, that show was definitely ahead of its time too.
Oh, for sure, bro. Like rest in peace, Pops, man. Rest in peace, Granddad.
Dude, I wish they would reboot it.
Bro, I have the craziest idea for if they were to reboot it, how they should do it. Like I always said, last and final season, they make it a funeral for Granddad, and everyone just like, you know what I'm saying, speak at the funeral, each episode dedicated to that person, and they go back in time and talk about memories they had with Granddad, and just like, the episode is based around that memory, and it's just like each episode of the season is a new person. Like, this is Riley's episode talking about his experience, Huey, Uncle Ruckus, Stink Meaner. It's just like, bro, if they did that, that would be amazing. Just like base the whole season around a funeral.
Yeah. Or not even that, dude. Just like a spinoff or anything.
Exactly.
Like that type of comedy.
Yeah, for sure. But
like there's no reason why that comedy doesn't have a place in the world right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro. The thing about it is, like, I don't think the Boondocks could last right now with this type of cancel culture, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just too outrageous. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of things that, like, in the Boondocks that, like, is people are too sensitive to. Like, they can't handle that on TV.
Yeah, and that's the thing, they preach a lot of like inclusivity and like accepting until it's like some fun shit.
Exactly, bro. It's just like stupid. Like I swear, they swear like they're not judging, but they're the most judgmental people.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna get too deep into it. This is gonna open a black hole of passion against liberals.
For sure.
Yeah,
I don't want no smoke, no parts.
Yeah, no, we'll pass on that today. But so, you wanna close this out, man?
Man,
what should the people be looking out for?
Man, watch out. We got B4 Bandhearted 2 Reloaded on the way. That's coming up real soon. Today it's October. I say give it by like next month, November, a whole another project out. And then Bandhearted 2, that's on the way, 2023. Just gonna keep going crazy, keep rocking out these shows. Tomorrow, Saturday, show next week. Just, more money to make, more motion to get. Just, yeah, that's basically it. Stay Bandhearted.
Amen, brother. It's been your boy Parsa P, J Band.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you guys next time.